remote learning has become a very invaluable tool, but this complete shift to online learning comes with this drawback. This is the biggest challenge today because everything is remote, everything is online. How do we balance our time? How do we help our employees balance their time? Hi everyone, my name is Melissa. I have 10 years of experience in HR in various functions such as HR operations, mobility, expatriate management, employee engagement, and bulk of my time was spent in the L&D space.
What would you like to share with us today?
I'd like to share one of the challenges a lot of people are facing in the L&D space. I'm sure you have heard or even experienced it yourself. It's the online learning fatigue, or what we call today the Zoom fatigue. So since the onset of the global pandemic, a lot of our trainings has been converted to remote learning. It has become a very invaluable tool, but this complete shift to online learning comes with this drawback.
Tell us a bit more context.
I was thinking about this scenario. Maybe you can relate to it. It's the end of the workday for Sally, say, and she's been in back-to-back meetings since the morning for hours. She finally ends her last call and a reminder pops up. A 1-hour training session is starting in 5 minutes. A lot of us face this. We are so packed with a lot of meetings, and then we also have the trainings that we need to complete. Instead of feeling excited for the training that we usually are, we actually feel that exhaustion, and this defeats the purpose of our employees going for that learning. This is the biggest challenge today because everything is remote, everything is online. How do we balance our time? How do we help our employees balance their time?
Tell us more about the solution that your company has provided to help employees in combating online fatigue.
The solution here is quite straightforward. We became more concise. We looked into something called micro-learning. A lot of face-to-face, when we went back to the face-to-face days, we could sit in a training room for 3 days straight. You could learn a lot because there's a lot of interaction. It's two-way. Attention span for a lot of people is very low now. When you sit in front of the laptop, it's very different. There's that online element. You can feel disconnected. The trainer does not have that 100% concentration for everyone. So we lean towards more focused, bite-sized learning. We reduce the time for the learners so they can take breaks, go for a walk, take a breather. We also simplified materials for e-learning. In the past, you can actually read through all the training materials. For e-learning, because it's self-paced, we cut short on the amount of words that they need to read. Apart from micro-learning, there's something that's very big now. It's personalized learning, where everyone has different areas that they need to improve on. This is where we try to provide something else that is more personalized. Learning experience platform helps the employee to actually search for learnings that are very suited for them. It's on-time learning, so they can learn as they go. And anytime they need that kind of skills, they can do. As part of this platform, we incorporate our LinkedIn learning materials and also the materials from the trainings, a mix of different resources and not only from one resource. For example, if you go into LinkedIn Learning, if you search communication skills, you get 20 videos. You take minutes just to search for the best video. And I think that adds to the fatigue. What we do here as L&D specialists, we do the curation for the employee. We search for the best, and then we provide that to the employees as part of the whole training program.
One, you make sure is that the programs is digestible. The learning content is bite-sized so that this creates flexibility for employees. Secondly, there is a curation part. Mindfully look at the quality of each learning content before offering it to employees. This personalized learning platform consolidate all those learnings from diverse sources LinkedIn Learning, Coursera, Udemy, in-house or classroom. That's interesting. How do you get people wanting to do it, demanding to do it, or can't wait to do it?
That's a great question. We are trying to do a culture change in the company, this learning culture. We had the first learning conference last year where we invited speakers from our company sharing on different topics. Any employee who's interested, they can come in to join. Using that learning conference, we marketed some of the resources. This is a great opportunity to share what the company has. It builds interest. It builds that learning curiosity. This year, we are doing the second run. We also gathered what employees want to learn. We hear from them, not only giving what we think we know, we also gather thoughts on the topics that they're interested in.
I really like this learning conference. The offerings that you talk about, the micro learnings, the platform, act as a follow through. Employees who got excited with a particular topic, wanting to master this topic, have the avenue provided by your team to learn more. How do you make sure that the learnings is translated into visible results, into their bonus?
As part of our performance management, we are measured on leadership behavior. It's really on how employees put in their time to sharpen the sword, take the time to learn something new, further develop their skills. We are evaluated on this element. We are measured not only on the what, but the how. If you really put in the effort, you try to learn, you try your best, you also have that part that can save this whole evaluation. You can be evaluated based on your attitude of learning, even though things were not working well for the year itself.
How would you advise fellow colleague who is about to embark on this journey? In other words, the company doesn't have all the system and interventions that you talk about. How would you advise this person?
From my experience, looking at my company moving from a learning management system to a learning experience platform, this is actually quite a big change for a lot of employees. We should embark this together with the employees. This is something you need to be transparent with your employees. You need to let them know what they will be expecting. When you launch it, this is how you can see it successfully running. In summary, be transparent to your employees, bring them along the journey, listen to them, and use that feedback to share on what they can expect in terms of the learning area.
Thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing your insights with us.